Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Swift. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Hot 70.
Here's Hurts to throw. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Now Jake Elliott. Earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Throwing is Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing, Jones. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Barkley. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Gano's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because
that's caught inside the 20. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Check contact. Check contact.
Here's Swift.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over. The end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception.
And, my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.